The Pebble and the Glass, spoken storytelling script. They say the tiniest things make the biggest trouble. And on the edge of a quiet village beneath a drying sun and a restless wind, a single pebble was about to prove just how true that could be. It began on a dusty footpath where children often played. A small gray pebble, ordinary, overlooked, shaped by years of wandering streams, lay half buried in the dirt. Nearby, leaning against a wooden post outside the potter's shop, stood a tall pane of hand-blown glass. Crystal clear, fragile, beautiful, and proud of it. The glass loved to gleam in the sun, casting rainbows on the street. It loved when villagers stopped to admire it, whispering how delicate, how elegant, how precious it looked. If glass could smile, this one surely did. But the pebble? No one admired pebbles. People stepped on them, kicked them aside, swept them into corners, and forgot they existed. And on this particular morning, as carts rattled past and hooves drummed the ground, the pebble felt every jolt, every shove, every reminder of its smallness. Then the wind changed. A sharp gust slithered down the road, swirling dust, tugging loose cloth, rattling wooden signs. It rolled the pebble slightly, just an inch. Harmless, it seemed. But another gust followed, fiercer, picking up speed as it funneled between the houses. And suddenly, the pebble moved again. It rolled out of its shallow groove, bouncing lightly, then faster, drawn along the sloped ground like a bead sliding down a string, straight toward the gleaming pane of glass. The glass noticed first. "Stop! Stop right there!" it cried, its voice thin with alarm. "Mind where you're going." But the pebble couldn't stop. The wind pushed, gravity pulled, and before the glass could shift or sway or do anything at all, crack! A sharp, ringing sound split the air. Villagers turned. The potter rushed out. The glass, once proud and perfect, now lay in trembling shards, glittering like tears across the ground. The pebble quivered beside them, feeling the weight of silence. It had never meant to break anything. It had never meant to matter at all. The potter crouched, picking up the pebble first, his brows lifted. "So small," he murmured, "yet look what it's done." He didn't sound angry, just thoughtful. "A reminder," he said softly, "that even the smallest thing carries power." Word spread quickly. Children whispered about the pebble that broke the mighty glass. Adults chuckled, shaking their heads. And for the first time in its quiet, ordinary existence, the pebble wasn't kicked aside or stepped on or forgotten. It was noticed. And in that strange accidental moment, the pebble finally understood. Size didn't measure significance. Even the smallest presence could send ripples through the world. And the glass? If it could have spoken again, it might have sighed and said, "Perhaps I wasn't as unshakable as I believed." Sometimes, the things we overlook are the ones we should respect the most. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.